I used to see that phrase God conscious everywhere, and I didn't know what it meant. And then now recently I know what it means. It means being conscious of God 24/7. And the reason this is good is because it makes you, first off, it makes you pure, like pure. I'm not saying like anyone's pure, I'm saying like pure on terms of an energetic level. You give off more, a higher state of frequency, you give off more energy. And this attracts better things into your life, one. Number two, it makes people, when I say attracts better things into your life, when you go into the world with positive energy, obviously positive things are going to come back to you. Like the most basic example is if you're talking to someone with positive energy, if they're a normal person and they're not a psycho, they're not like someone who's insanely dickheadly or whatever, they're going to respond positively as well. So same way, when you reposition your whole intentions to be God conscious and you start giving off positive energy because you feel like you are a better person, that means better stuff is going to happen to you. This is a cheat code to getting better stuff happening to you. And being God conscious is literally nothing else than repositioning your intentions with God in mind. So I'll give you a few examples now. When you make money, this is the biggest one for me, making money. When I make money, I wasn't trying to make money. Like now, I'm no longer trying to make money just to get rich, get fast cars, stuff like that. I'm trying to make money so I can have a better purpose on the world and I can fulfill that purpose better. That should be the reposition of your intentions. And this goes from especially business interactions. This is like the key switch here. When I'm on a sales call with someone, I'm not trying to just get the money into my account. I'm not trying to rush the sales call so I can say, okay, cool, let me send you a payment link. They send me the payment and I go off to my mom and I celebrate and I say, yay, 2K in my bank. I'm not going to worry about what I have to do. I'm not going to worry about the results I'm going to get for him. I'm just going to spend this money now. That should not be how it is. And that's how it was for some time actually. And that's why I always felt like money was evading me. I was always chasing the money, which on an energetic level it places it on a pedestal above me. Now I don't even chase money. To be honest, I don't even put importance to it. Also, my back is hurting like crazy. I slept weird. So I don't even put importance to it, money. And I know it sounds weird, but as long as you're doing all the tasks that you're supposed to be doing and you're getting results is the main thing. With money, it's about getting results or solving a problem. One of those two. As long as you're doing that, the money will come. If you chase the money, think about it. It puts, and by the way, I've been reading Reality Transurf, and I'm going to make a whole last video on that. It's sick. So if you chase the money, it puts it on a pedestal. And that creates a barrier between you and the money. When you're chasing the money, obviously, in common sense, people can smell that desperation off you. And number two, they might not buy because you don't have results. They can see you're just chasing money. You think money comes away too easily. It doesn't. But when you put it on a pedestal above you, it creates that barrier, that like inseparable barrier. You're never going to get it. You're always feeling like, oh, I was this close to getting money. It didn't happen. I need to work harder. I need to do this. I need to do this. And then you're unsatisfied. And then that unsatisfied energy radiates out and it gives you worse things. So that's just the money example. There's lots of other examples. There's I'm trying to think, like when you eat, for example, you shouldn't just eat junk food. The whole point of eating is to keep God's avatar in optimal form. I saw this on a YouTube video. This guy called Nero Knowledge is a banger, I'm telling you. He grew from 10K subscribers to like 200K subscribers in 2 months, and he started saying he manifested that shit, and I believe him. I believe him wholeheartedly, in fact. Anyway, so back to the topic of this video. As you know, that's it, isn't it? So, to conclude, reposition all of your intentions to be with God. You shouldn't just be aware of God when you're praying, or you shouldn't just be aware of God when things are going bad. You should be aware of God even when things are fine or they're going good, and you should be expressing your gratitude to Him. You understand that you've got it, it's never as bad as it could be. I mean, for me, it's easy for me to say that I'm still living with my parents, but it's never as bad as it could be. And if you always show gratitude to God, you're always emitting positive energy. And on the spectrum of energy, I'll put that up now. On the spectrum of energy, I'll show it on screen. Love is the highest, and I think authenticity is up there as well. So authentic love is the highest, and then guilt and shame and stuff like that is at the bottom. if you reposition your life and your actions so that you never do any of these actions at the bottom, you never do something that will make you feel guilty, or if you do, or if you have done stuff that makes you feel guilty, just let it go. Never do it again. I think asking for forgiveness is kind of cringe, or like not even cringe. It's just kind of, it just doesn't make sense. People just say that shit too much. Like for example, I've got a friend who goes out and meets his girl, and then he comes home and he asks God for forgiveness, and he does it again. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing it less." That's not really what you should be doing. You should just, if you actually feel guilt from something, you should stop doing it. That's the first thing of repositioning your actions. Second thing is you should reposition your goals to reposition your actions. For example, my goal shouldn't be to make money. It should be to build a proper business that will be able to sustain my life, you could say. And then but then that shouldn't be the main goal. The main goal should be something else, like traveling the world, whatever you want to do, giving your family a good experience. And your goal should never be something that's selfish, or should never be something that's, for example, what's it called? Frugal. I don't know the word. For example, your goal shouldn't be to make money so you can show off to everyone. That's a terrible goal. God's not going to support that goal. So only you can know what your goal is inside your heart. And no matter how much you try to deceive yourself, you're not going to choose a goal that is not aligning with your soul. No matter how hard you try to push yourself to do it, it's not going to work out. You're going to feel like you got motivation issues, stuff like that. But yeah, repositioning your actions to God is the key to a happier life. You feel so much pure. You walk through the streets with, you don't think you're better than anyone, because part of repositioning your actions with God is like, you remove the actions of feeling superior, but you just feel confident from inside. You don't need somebody else. Like nothing else outside could affect the way you feel inside. That's the whole point of repositioning your actions with God. And secondly, it'll attract the stuff that you actually want. When you feel like God is behind you, and God will be behind you if you've got real actions, and you take some time and you put conscious effort, energy into repositioning your actions, it will happen. And then, like I always say, I've said this on like some of my first YouTube videos, I feel like I should repeat some of my YouTube videos because I made them so long ago and they got like 30 views. Now I've got like 200 subscribers. Soon I'll have like 500. Soon I'll have like 200k. So I have to remake some videos because they were gold back then. Anyway, what I said back in that video was, when you're putting in energy in the inputs, it's not just going to disappear. If you're putting in positive energy, it's going to give out a positive output. So put in positive energy, try to replace your intentions with pure intentions, and make sure you're God conscious. No matter what it is, you're always thinking of God, you're always thanking God, you're always staying present, even when you brush your teeth. You're not lost in thoughts, you're not lost in thinking, oh yeah, how am I going to impress this person or anything like that. You're always thinking of God.